'Cause some things just don't change. It's better when they stay the same, although the whole world knows their names.
Hello and welcome to part 2 of Adman's programming tutorials. So, we already have this bit of code right here. And just in case you missed last time, you're gonna have to watch the other video. But here's what we have so far, just a refresher. It says yes or no. There's two buttons that say yes or no. And there's a little text box right here that says yes or no. And then when you click either yes or no, it goes to exit, and it says and it has a little message box that says congrats. And then once you click OK, it continues and exits the app. So now we're going to learn. First thing is includes. Very little helpful thing, not really necessary, but it is very helpful. Like, let's say you want to include a bit of code that you have. Include test.hk. Now this can be whatever you want. If you have a large snippet of code that has no relation to the actual subject, or if you have a bunch of little subdivisions of the code that you need to store in separate files so you know what it is, then by all means use this. So we're going to put include test to match the one that's in the script. Again, you can use whatever you want, but again, make sure you accordingly change it in the script. Okay, so you know how these little red things up here, the little red X's, they always close out of apps? Well, for a little thing, unfortunately, it does not. Look at the little task right there, and then you click the red X, and the task is still there, making this little painful thing pop up that says another instance of the script is already running at blah blah blah. Replace it with this instance, and you want to click yes, otherwise it doesn't pop up. But we're going to make this go away by a simple little tool used by GUI close, and that's going to be a section of your code that happens when the GUI closes. Who knew? So now you're going to put exit app, because like most things, the little red X means the app is closing. Okay, so now file save, and you already put the include in the other thing. So now you file save, and you want to click on it, and now watch what happens. Process is there. Boom! It disappears. Brilliance, absolutely brilliance. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you a little thing that has variables. If you've programmed before and your programming language has variables, or did not have variables, I want to know what kind of program language you were using, because that's never happened before. With a programming thing without variables, or a programming language without variables, is like, I don't know, an ice cream cone without ice cream. So let's start with variables. These are the basis of data handling. This is all right here, right here. So let's say you want to make the var, you want to make variable var, that's the name of our variable, equal to 1. Then you do exactly what I did right there. Var equals 1. Then the name var equals 1. So now if you want to put that at the end of the program, once you click yes or no, you just have to put a little space right there, or hang on, before the congrats, let's make it a little message box that says parenthesis var parenthesis. Now that's whatever is inside of the var at that time. Here, let's put this up here because it has to be before the return. I'm stupid. Anyways, so whatever is in the name var with the variable var at that time is going to be displayed here. The parentheses are not going to show up, but that's required. If you just put var there without any parentheses, it's going to show up as just var. So now you want to file save, as always. Hello world. Click yes or no. Look, there's the variable. Oh my gosh, it's right there. No magic. See, look, there is no one. This is no video editing. This is a variable right here. So now let's say variables are useless unless you actually want to gather data from input from users or other kind of text files or something like that, which I will explain later on how to use text files and stuff like that to store stuff. Anyways, let's get rid of this. Oh no, where's our variable gonna go now? Well, we're about to find out. An edit box is a very useful tool for that. It's like a little box where people can put input in. Input box is also very good, which makes a little message box type thing. But it does not, alas, it is another window, and we want it all to be in the same window. So here, this is the little thing. You want to go to, again, if you didn't watch the last one, you want to go to hotkey.com/docs/commands or just click the little documentary thing on top of autohockey.com. So now here's what it's going to be all about. You're going to type in GUI, add, edit, because you're adding the edit box, and the variable for the edit to be stored in is going to be, in this case, var, because it's very general. We don't know what it's going to be used. But when you make a long script, you always want to make something a name that relates to the variable's cause, so it's easier for you to remember. Excuse me. So let's put in place number here. We'll just make it that place number here. So that shows up. If you don't want anything to show up in the edit box before anything puts in, don't put anything there. So now let's make the width, and we'll leave the width blank. Just put it up to whatever, how long this is. Actually, no, we'll make the width 100 for this kit. No, it's fine the way it is. Height is going to be 25, just because I like 25 height for most of my stuff. X is going to be 10, just because I want a little off the edge of the thing. And then the Y is going to be 100, because I want it below everything else. So that's good. So now, watch what happens. Let's say your favorite number is 11. So let's, not edit, run. So let's say your favorite number is 11. I'm going to put 11 in there because it's mine. Oh wait, hang on. I forgot something, which was actually planned. Shh, don't tell anybody. But when you do this, you have to put GUI submit no hide. GUI submit no hide allows the general user interface to be submitted into variables and stuff like that. You always need that. Always. GUI submit. And if you just do GUI submit, then the thing hides. For this case, we're going to do no hide, just so you get used to putting no hide there, otherwise it disappears and you'll be like, what the heck? So yeah. Remember, if you don't want it to hide, get rid of the no hide. Okay, so start off, hang on. Submit. Oh, herp. I spelled submit wrong. Submit. There we go. And if you notice that again, you're brilliant. Anyways, so let's place number here. 11. Yes. And there we go. No magic. No video editing. This is all right here. Right here. All you had to put in was this little snippet of code right here. And you come out with the variable on this message box. Amazing, isn't it? So now you have your little variables. Now, the next thing we are going to be learning is single instance force, which is another thing that helps get rid of that single instance thing, and it should be used by every code. It just in case somebody forces out of the program but does not close the task. Single instance force, so they don't get that message box. It's always going to force a single instance of the thing, so if it's already running, it just overrides it and starts all over again. Very, very useful. Very useful. And so, yes. Next, we are going to be learning how to write an INI. As you can see here on the documentary, there is INI write. So you're going to want to go into the documentary and learn how to use this. But as you can see here, it says INI write is a function, and the value you have to put into the INI that you're writing to, file name of the INI, the section of the INI, and the key of the INI. I'll explain that more to you first. Okay, first, let's go into our script. You should have this as of right now. And so, let's say you want to write the variable to an INI before it comes out. So, the section we're going to want to say var output, because that sections out what kind of output the key is going to be. I don't know, user. And then the file name is going to be var test.ini, and then the value is going to be the var in parentheses, so it's the variable. Now we're going to file save and watch what happens. Let's place 11 there. 11. And now we got var test.ini in the bottom left corner of our screen, and there we go. Var output user equals 11. That's how you write to INI files. You can also write to just normal text files if you just want to do file append, like that, exactly like that. And then the text here, in this case it's going to be var. You can put any text there, even if it's not a variable. And then the file name, which is going to be var test.txt. Text is just a plain text file. And so now we're going to run it. We're going to place 11. And variables also work to hold strings. As you'll see, you can still... Okay, wait, first. Sorry, I'm going off topic here. There's 11, okay? There you go. But this can also be worked with strings, like hello. Okay, now watch how hello is going to work. See? Strings also work with variables. And it's appended to it, which means append goes after whatever in the file. Yeah, and ionize don't overwrite unless you tell them to. So, you can easily overwrite an ini file, I think. No, you can't, but you can delete ini file crap. So you can delete it before you write to it if you want to overwrite it. And, yes, that's as far as inis go, and file appending. That is it for part 2. Can't wait for part 3, right? And yeah, I'm gonna start making that later today, and it should be on here later today, or in that case, if you're watching this, it's probably past for you, because it takes about a day to upload freaking large videos on YouTube, so yeah. Yep, and there's gonna be somewhere popping up a link for that video somewhere here on the screen. Anyways, see ya, Adman out.